How is the church to be structured? The Lutheran confessions do not argue for a necessity in any particular hierarchical structure, not by divine right. And so what you're going to have is this strong distinction between divine right and human right. And so we are going to say that distinction in orders is generally good. And there's a reason why in basically every Lutheran church throughout history, until you get to the Pietists, we've got bishops in some form. Like you always end up with an episcopal polity. You just call it something else. Like everybody does this. So in Luther's time, they had superintendents, and we have our presiding pastor that we call bishop often. We have our regional pastors, who are your bishops over a district, and then the LCMS has district president or synodical president. Functionally, basically everybody ends up with an episcopal polity. It's just in one form or another. It's just a question of like how much is delegated actually to the bishop versus like what kind of authority does the bishop have and how exactly does this work. But functionally, kind of we all need hierarchical ordering. It makes perfect sense that we do this. There's a reason why the early church did it. There's a reason why the episcopal structure developed as it did. And so the Lutheran confessions do not say that we shouldn't have bishops. The confessions actually speak with the assumption of an episcopal polity. I think it's very clear in a number of places, especially throughout the Apology. So I have here Apology 14, 1-5, or Small Articles 2, 4, 9. There is an assumption of the Lutheran confessions that the episcopal polity is just how the church functions. That's how it did function. That's how it's going to continue to function. And so it's kind of an assumed polity, but it is not a polity that is a divine necessity. According to Article 28 of the Augsburg Confession, bishops have the right to establish regulations for worship, structure of the church, and other things for the purposes of good order.